Welcome, snare drum players. Because we missed our lesson this week for Election Day, this is your video lesson to make up for it. In our video lesson today, we're going to practice reviewing and counting our rhythms. Then, we'll practice reviewing some of the songs that we circled at our last lesson. And then we'll introduce some new songs from our music book, which includes our new note, the half note. We'll practice counting our half note and playing it on our snare drums as well. Let's begin with some rhythm counting. Every time I have these rhythms, we're going to practice counting them together at the beginning of our lesson. The rhythm here is just 4 quarter notes. So I count it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to make sure I'm keeping a steady beat as I count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes patting my knee or even tapping my foot helps me keep a steady beat. Let's go ahead and count these rhythms together. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice job. Can you do it 2 times in a row? Let's try it. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Let's try playing this rhythm on our snare drum. Here we go. We're going to play this rhythm 2 times through on our snare drum. Remember, when you hold your sticks, you pinch, wrap, and point. Use a nice relaxed grip. Don't grip it really tight. Just pinch, gently wrap your fingers, and point. Be sure to keep your elbow at a 90-degree angle. If your drum is too high, you'll be playing like this. You'll need to lower your drum so you're at a 90-degree angle. Playing too high or playing too low is going to create poor posture, it'll make your wrists sore, and it won't create as good a tone on the drum. Here's our rhythm 2 times through. Be sure to count out loud with your voice as we play. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. I took the snares off of my drum, so it's not so loud into my microphone, but you can keep that snare switch to on so you hear that snare sound, whatever you prefer when you practice. Let's look at rhythm number 2. Rhythm number 2 sounds like this. 1, 2, and 3, 4. We count a group of 8th notes faster because we have to add this little and sign in between. Listen again. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Try it with me this time. Ready, go. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Nice job. Let's speak it twice. Ready, go. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Let's try playing this rhythm on our drum. Every time you see a music note, we need to hit our drum. Be sure that you're alternating the sticking. Right, left, right, left. Sometimes a song will ask us to do 2 rights in a row or 2 lefts in a row, but when we're doing these rhythm patterns, you can just alternate back and forth. Let's play this rhythm on our snare drum 2 times through. 1, 2, and ready, go. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. How'd you do? If you had a little bit of trouble with that, rewind the video or count it out loud with just your voice again. That will help you get the rhythm in your ear. Let's look at the next one. Count this rhythm out loud with me. Ready, go. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Great job. Let's count this rhythm 2 times. Ready, go. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. Let's go ahead and play this rhythm on our snare drums. Pinch, rap, and point. Ready, go. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Let's play this rhythm 2 times in a row on our snare drums. Ready, go. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Nice job. We've got one more rhythm for today. Our last rhythm looks like this. Think about how this one might sound quietly to yourself. Are you ready to try it? Let's speak this rhythm 2 times in a row. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Did you get it? Nice job. Let's go ahead and play this rhythm 2 times on our snare drum. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Excellent job. From here on out, we're going to try and begin each lesson counting new rhythms and playing them on our snare drum. Next, let's look at some songs from our music book. In our music book, and look at song number 6. Song 6 is called 3-Note Combo. In 3-note combo, we have a series of quarter notes and eighth notes. Do you remember how we count our notes? Up here at the top, let me see if I can get this to work. There we go. Up here at the top, we've got beat 1, beat 2, beat 3, and beat 4. Even though I've got this rest, I still count that as beat 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. When I count my rhythms to myself, sometimes I like whispering the rest beats. That way I don't skip it, but I still can keep track of the numbers. Let's play this first measure together. A measure are the music notes between these bar lines. I've got a bar line here, and a bar line here, and a bar line here. These are each called measures. That means this first group of notes is my first measure. This second group of notes is my second measure. Let's play the notes in just our first measure. Sticks at the ready. We're playing just our first measure. Don't forget to give your sticks a pulse on the rest and count out loud with your voice. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. See how that works? Let's try that first measure again. Here's just the first measure of number 6. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice job. Let's see if we can count this whole line of music. This was one of the songs we were practicing last week. We're going to play the whole line of song number 6 together. You can watch either on my screen or in your music book. Get ready. Here's number 6. I'm going to continue counting out loud with my voice. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, did you do? Would you give yourselves a thumbs up for hitting each note perfectly? A thumb sideways, because maybe there were some tricky spots in there, or thumbs down, which means that was a really challenging song and there was a bunch of parts where you got a little bit lost. I would say the hardest measure in this one for me was this measure right here at the end. I've got a note, quarter note, rest, quarter note, rest. This song might be a song you have to go back and practice again. For the sake of time in our video today, we're going to move on to song number 7, Third Time's the Charm. Let's look at our first measure of song number 7. Remember, the measures are the notes between these bar lines. So I've got a bar line right here, a bar line right here, and a bar line right here. Our first measure are these notes: 1, 2, 3, 4. And my second beat is a whisper beat because it's a musical rest. Let's try playing the whole song of number 7, Third Time's the Charm. Here we go. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How'd you do? Would you give yourself a thumbs up, thumb sideways, or thumbs down for that one? If you gave yourself a thumb sideways or thumbs down, why don't you pause the video or rewind it and play it with me again? I'm going to skip song number 8 and go down to song number 9. Song number 9 introduces what's called a double stroke. A double stroke is a rudiment in snare drum. Rudiments are special sticking combinations. A double stroke is when I play 2 notes in a row with the same hand, such as right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. Let's look at song number 9, A Breath of Fresh Air. I see many double strokes in song number 9. I see a double stroke here, a double stroke here, a double stroke here, and they just keep on going and going and going. For this song, instead of speaking the counting out loud, I'm going to speak the sticking to help us with our double strokes. Let's try song number 9. 1, 2, ready, go. Right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, rest, right, rest, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, right, left, rest. How'd you do with your double sticking? It can be challenging to follow the R's and L's, the sticking letters, above the notes. It'll get easier the more we practice it. Let's look at song number 10, Breathing Easy. Do you see any double strokes in song number 10? I do. I see them all the way here at the end. Right, right, left, left. Watch out when we get to this measure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, measure 5, because we've got 2 rights in a row and 2 lefts in a row. Let's try song number 10. Sticks at the ready. 1, 2, ready, go. Left, rest, right, left, right, left, right, rest, left, rest, rest, right, left, right, rest, left, right, right, left, left, right, rest, left, rest. That song was very challenging. I think I'm going to play it again. Here's number 10. 1, 2, ready, go. Left, rest, right, left, right, left, right, rest, left, rest, rest, right, left, right, rest, left, right, right, left, left, right, rest, left, rest. Excellent job. If you need to, pause the video and try that one again. Let's look at number 11. 3 does it. Do you see any double strokes in number 11? I do. I see a double stroke here, left, left, and I see a double stroke here, right, right. Let's try song number 11. Watch out for that double stroke. That double stroke happens in measure 3. Here's measure 1, bar line. Measure 2, bar line. Measure 3, bar line. Here's song number 11. 1, 2, ready, go. Right, left, rest. Right, left, rest. Right, rest. Left, left, right, right, left, rest. Right, left, right, rest, rest. Left, right, left, right, rest. Excellent job. We're going to take a look at a new note called a half note today. Now that we're done reviewing our circled songs from last week, we're going to look at some of the songs we will circle for this week. These songs introduce the half note. In order to play a half note, you need to count it for 2 beats. Up until now, we've had a quarter note which only has 1 beat. A quarter note is a filled-in music note or a filled-in circle with a stem. A half note is an open circle with a stem. That's how you tell the difference between a quarter note and a half note. A quarter note is only worth 1 beat. A half note is worth 2. In order to count this half note, we count 1, 2. This box right here is called a half rest. A half rest is also worth 2 beats. You'll notice that this box is sitting on top of this line. We can also call it a hat rest, because if I draw that line and draw the box sitting on top, it almost looks like a top hat. So we call that a hat rest, or think hat, half, hat, half. Every time you see the hat, that's a half rest worth 2 beats. So if I were to play this rhythm, up here at the top, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, I need to do 2 pulses because that rest is worth 2 beats. Let's look at song number 12, Half the Time. You'll notice that there are 2 lines of music in Half the Time. The top line says SD. That stands for snare drum. The bottom line says BD, and that stands for bass drum. That would mean that the snare drum player would play only the top notes. The bass drum player would play only the bottom notes. A bass drum is a tall, sideways, circular drum. You often see them in marching band when they go bum, 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 and they hit on the side of the drum because it's upright like that. We don't have a snare drum with us at home right now, so we're just going to play the bass drum part on our snare drum. Let's look at just the bass drum. For the bass drum, we have 3 half notes in a row. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why did I whisper those last 2 beats? That's because we have our half rest. Hat, half. I see this little hat sitting on top of that line. Let's go ahead and try the first 2 measures of song number 12. We're going to play the bass drum line, so we are only playing these bottom 3 notes. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And pause. Let's try that again. Just the first 2 measures, playing the bass drum part. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Let's try the whole line of the bass drum part. Don't forget to count these half rests for 2 beats. Toward the end of our song here, we've got a quarter rest worth 1 beat and a half rest worth 2. Oh, you know what? That quarter rest is for the top part. My mistake. For our bass drum part, we only have the half note for 2 beats and then the half rest. We don't have to look at that stuff up top. It can be confusing with having a snare drum part and a bass drum part in the same line of music, just like I got a little confused there. But the more we practice, the easier it becomes to play. Right here, we do have a half note or a quarter rest in our bass drum part. This quarter rest is shared by both the snare drum and the bass drum parts. So this measure is 1, 2, rest, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be a challenging spot. This is going to be one of the songs we practice this week. So if it's challenging for you today, don't worry. We'll have lots of time to practice it. Here's song number 12, just the bass line. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice job. We're going to go ahead and circle some songs from our music book this week. You can go ahead and put a little X through number 6, number 7, and number 8. Put a little X through number 6, number 7, and number 8. We are finished with those songs. You can go ahead and circle, if they're not already circled, number 9, number 10, number 11 on that page, 9, 10, and 11. And then go ahead and circle 12 and 13 on the next page. So the songs that you can practice during the week is 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. 9, 10, and 11 are review songs because we already practiced them last week. I want to give you more chances to practice these double strokes. 12 and 13 are both new songs to you. Mix it up in half the time. When you practice these songs, practice just the one line at a time. Play it one time through with the snare drum part, the top line, and then play it again practice it again with the bass drum line or the bottom line. Same thing with Mix It Up. Play the snare drum line and then play it again with the bass drum line. Be sure to be counting those rhythms carefully, whether you're playing the snare drum or the bass drum part. It was a pleasure working with you guys today in lessons. Even though our lesson wasn't live this week, I look forward to next time when we get to work face-to-face, or at least through Zoom, in a live music lesson. Have a great week.